Hi, this is Sophie here again. I would like to bring up Black and Asian relationships as to why they are less likely to happen. Because I've noticed they are less likely to happen even when it comes to Black female and Asian, Black female and white male relationships. I don't have much experience when it comes to that. I don't have much experience of being um, I don't have that much experience of seeing it that much because there wasn't really much to see in my school. We had very few people of that culture in my school. Most predominantly it was white, and then it was the Syrians and Hispanics, and then it was the black people, and then there was a very small percentage of Asian people who went to our school. So I really didn't really have the chance to see and view it as to why it doesn't happen. But I've also noticed when I've gone out of my school where I live, I it's very a few times I've seen it too, and like I wanted to know like why is it that way? Some may say it's because of the culture. It most likely is because of culture, because I know that with my family being African American, and I'm being the first generation that was born here. My parents are from Africa, and they're from Nigeria, and I've noticed that it is they want to preserve my culture, so they would rather me date someone from Nigeria. It's not just because it's easier for me to relate to that kind of person. Yes, it's not because it's easier for me to relate to that person, which I really don't think that's right now in this day and age with our kind of generation, the younger generation, being more liberal minded and being able to tolerate stuff more than the older generation. I don't think that really applies anymore. That's just my opinion. They think it's much easier, and they're trying to preserve the culture. And I think that might be the same thing on the other side of the Asian side of what they feel. The same thing. They're trying to because they're trying to preserve their culture. They're trying to preserve their tradition, and that might be the case. And it might be the older generation telling, because that's the case. It might be the older generation telling the younger generation, like, you know, don't stray. This will be so much easier if you have someone of your culture, because I'm guessing on the other side, because I know my culture is very really I know a lot about my culture, and that's what it is. It's the same thing on that side. But my first kiss was with an Asian guy, which I would never change a thing. But I always had that preference because of that. And I do have a preference for also white guys too. And that's just because of my environment that I was raised in. And predominantly when I was a musical child. I was always doing musicals, and I was always in chorale. And predominantly the guys that were there that shared a similar interest that I had they were Caucasian. They were white. And so that is why I have that kind of preference. But doesn't mean I don't have preference for I don't like other boys. It's not black, whether they're Indian, whether they're Syrian. Like it doesn't really matter too much to me, or whether they're Hispanic doesn't matter that much to me. It's just that I'm attracted to those certain races more because of that, because of my experiences, and there's nothing I can do to change that. No, I won't say there's nothing I can do to change that. There's a lot of things I can do to change that, but right now it's my preference, and right now it's what I want. It doesn't mean I won't cut off anyone else who approaches me because they're not of those races. I think that's just wrong. I don't think someone should judge someone based on the skin color they're born into, because they can't help that. We can't help our family. But we can choose the kind of friends and what kind of experiences that are going to change us. So I would love to hear from the Asian male point of view of to why this is less likely to happen, and why do you guys think you know it is the way it is, and Are you yourself interested in black women? No, I just want to know, like, and what do you find appealing on them? The reason why I find Asian men appealing, because I love their respect and their strong respect for their culture, and I love that. That's just one of the things I really like, and I, I just like that. I like that very much, and I would love to hear other people's opinions too. Please leave comments, and hopefully I'll get back to you and we can have a beautiful discussion. So this is Toby signing off. You guys have a nice time. Bye.